Oh, look, there's such a clear path through the water, too. It's like, it's calling out to me. Stop blocking the way to the oasis. I'm the protagonist. I deserve the oasis. That's how it works. Oh, that's not an oasis. That's weird. Well, that guy just took one look at me and he's like, well, that's a loser. What? No, wait, I'm the guy. I came up and then I left. Okay, I'm dumb. Oh, you want to drink from the fountain of evolution and evolve too? I want to as well, but those monsters are gross. Racist. But I get this feeling that I know them long ago. Just my imagination. Okay, maxed out on everything except brain goods. Time to put some stuff into Brain Go. You've entered a gelatinous cube. You lost 213 points of vitality. So that is not ice. That is Jell-O. Understood. Do not allow yourself to become a jelly salad. Got it. I mean, I say got it, but then I immediately walk into another Jell-O cube, so clearly I do not got it. Ah, I see. Okay, I guess that's not quite climbable. Oh, good. Just what I'm glad I turned the CPU speed down. This would be friggin' impossible if it was high speed. Oh, that's not a thing. Okay, just really thought that was a way somewhere, but no. Okay, I have gone in a giant circle. It's my favorite kind of circle. I clearly need to be down there. What are you now, a Komodo dragon, as Van Whitman in chat? I mean, I am long before Komodo dragons. I am a Lycaenos. Resembled a small dog, proto-mammal of some description. Oh, I need to go down here via the agua, which is bad because I am in a poor state of health and there is nothing I can do about that right now. Wait, there's always something I can do about that. With the power of patience, by which I mean fast motion. Also, I apparently could have just stood on the lily pads. If only I'd known. Okay, I'm here now. Is that good? Yeah, I don't think I can actually get through there. I see. We're gonna pull this game again! Oh, wise dinosaur. Almost Thug C. The boss has wanted me to wait here until everyone comes out, but I want to go with. Okay. I definitely am supposed to care about your character development. Oh, this is nothing. Okay. Do I go into the waterfall? Is that the idea? Yes. And just magically appear in this whirlpool? Fine. Works for me. It's nothing. I'm really glad that didn't just let me exit the area. That would have been extremely frustrating. So do I... No. I guess I needed to go that way? Now this is a game made for precision motion! It's the best part of this game! Okay, that appears to have achieved absolutely nothing. What? I just can't? This is just not a thing? Okay. Game. It's a freaking lie? What was the point of that? What? Then where, what? Am I missing something? Okay. I love teleporter mazes. Everyone loves teleporter mazes. Hello, Joey. Welcome to a teleporter maze. The slimes. The goo. Former oh my god. How pitiful. So, because they drank from the pool of evolution, but they're supposed to evolve in the normal way, unlike me, who is a freak that evolves through Gaia evolution gooing my face, they just turned into goo. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Man, I want to go on a journey now. Gross, this is just, I can't even... So why did those two change color and the others didn't? You see a fountain with a weirdly shaped black rock that's practically invisible in the water. Boy, there's a lot of... It's the foreground, really, that you need to worry about. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening in the foreground here. There are living things squirming around the fountain that you can't quite see. You feel a strange harshness in your heart the longer you look at it. You're standing just before the fountain. I'm gonna leave and then save and then drink. Not bad at all with a full-bodied flavor. You receive 114 E.V.O genes. Yeah, just keep drinking. It's a weird aftertaste on your tongue. It's odd. Okay, yep, just keep drinking until I start having real problems. Pain racks your body and you feel the urge to vomit. You receive 28 E.V.O genes. Your body begins to melt. In spite of all that melting, I seem fine right now. Let's just take a moment to recover from my body melting. Just give me a moment to recover from my body melting, and then we're just gonna drink more. We're just gonna drink more E.V.O juice. E.V.O goo has always done well for me in the past. I can foresee no reason why this would be the time that it does anything else. Is this gonna restart the entire sequence? Your vision fades to black. You've evolved into a strange shape due to the contents of the fountain's water. You've evolved further. What? I can't accept this. I can't accept this. So I turned into goo. We skipped the dinosaurs. We just skipped the dinosaurs. A game about evolution that sometimes pretends to be edutainment just skipped dinosaurs entirely, screw them, and we're on to like medieval anime times, living as a goo with RPG heroes. Wait, did you evolve into the slime from Dragon Quest aspect line? Fair point. Several million years have passed. Living on the surface where you're exposed to the strong rays of the sun is nothing but pain for you now that you've no flesh and are nothing but dripping slime. Doesn't really seem to be pain. You seem to be pretty happy about it, but you know, whatever. Underground, you and your few brethren were forced beneath the surface where the sun's rays couldn't reach you. A world filled with dark, cold, and silence was the only place left for you to live in peace. The border between genders had vanished long ago. That seems like the most important thing to mention. So the only way to secure the survival of your species was through cell division like ancient protists. Ew, I'm a budding slime. Your species absorbed nutrients from insects and small animals, moss and algae, keeping you from starving and allowing you to survive. Many changes took place on the surface, with many species come and gone. This seems like a bad ending to me. This seems like a bad end. But wrapped in the everlasting darkness of the underground lifestyle, there were no changes, and as such, no real evolution either. Among the creatures from the surface that occasionally found themselves in your world, the smartest among them took to calling you by this name: Slime. Yep, got a bad end. Amazing. Amazing. I was so... I expected something weird to happen when you drank too much from the fountain, but I did not expect that. I just expected, like, a quick, merciful death. Okay, let's not become a slime. Leave all these other slimes down here to later appear in Dragon Quest. So now what? I'm definitely lacking in any clear quest from this point. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to leave here now. I found the pool of evolution, and the problem is it turns you into goo. The boss ordered me to wait here until everyone comes out, but I wanted to go with. Really should tell that guy that, like, hey, your boss turned into goo. But apparently we're not going to. Can I actually pass through this? It just hurts? Yes, okay. Well, that's worth it then. Chirp, 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 chirp. That must be where the gelatinous cubes came from, says Speclad. That didn't even, like, click to me. Yeah, definitely. The gelatinous cubes are the goo. The slimes. You can hear a voice. Is it Gaia? No, it's not. It's not a kind voice like Gaia's. It's an ominous voice that sounds as though it's coming from the depths of the earth. So, it's you. You're the creature she chose. I see. This should be fun. I'll wait and watch a little longer. Assuming you manage to survive anyway. Well, I didn't turn into goo, so that's something. Ho, ho, ho. I always knew Santa was evil. The voice disappeared. That was presumably Lord Lucifer. Or Lady Lucifer, I don't know. There's... okay, I'm under attack. This is Satan before he evolved into Santa, says Speclad. Oh. I'm almost out of evolution to do, but not quite, so I may as well enjoy my killing while I've still got some way to use the points. You can almost play this game entirely with the numpad, but you need the spacebar to go into the menu. As far as I can tell, that is the only use of the keyboard outside the numpad. And you can also use the spacebar to select in the menu, but you don't need to. You can also use the numpad. I'm going to go pull a not die. It's nothing! Love that. Love that for me. When you realize this is spore before spores. Is spore just a story of bad hype? Like, my understanding is that the game is, like, fine, but it got hyped too much. Once again, I have neglected to realize that I can go through the water. Just over and over again, I'm like, well, I'm stuck now. There's only water there, and I can't touch water or I'll explode. No. Ow. That was very painful. And my solution to that is to click the recover button and try to live a bit. Good job stunning me. Turns out that was quite effective. When is this map from? It's not the Triassic, that's for sure. Okay, ow. It's from the half-assic, says Speculating in chat. Hard to disagree with that. I think you might be 100% correct on that. And I am officially out of evolution to do. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm nearly out of evolution to do. Hey, and I get to end a dinosaur like an enormous chicken. All dinosaurs were really enormous chickens. That is the case. KFS, Kentucky Fried Sauropod. That's like if Jurassic Park was a real thing, it wouldn't be the dinosaurs escaping that's the concern. It would be that the price of the KFS in the Jurassic Park is like extortionately high. It really just tastes like chicken, but it's like $100 for a sauropod nuggets. But the sauropod nuggets aren't as good as the just classic fried sauropod. That's really the tastiest option. Now I am out of evolution to do. I am evolved to the maximum evolution goo allowed in this time period. Ow! Stop causing me pain. Isn't it frustrating how your life bar can never fill all the way up, Aspect? Do you mean, like, all the way to here? That's a good point. Didn't even really think about that. Well, there's some kind of horrible slime vigil happening here. Courageous slime, listen to me. I've been hearing strange voices nearby. They say Nemesis will obliterate you weaklings from the annals of time. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, bruh. Hey, listen, I heard a really eerie voice, and it said, you'll suffer the same fate as the stupid Lunarians. I don't know what that means. I'm so scared. Oh, are the Lunarians, dead now? You hear of the shrine to the southwest that can return us to our former bodies? It can't do that. Something like that exists? Let's go. We don't exactly have a future looking like we do. That's true. We'd probably just get bullied a lot. Okay, no matter which one I talk to, they'll say the same things. Fine.
Hey, look at that!
What? Where?
Over there, something's trying to cover all the stars in the heavens.
Oh no!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Look at the like background. They're actually kind of showing whatever's going on. Once again, if I talk to any of them, it's the same thing. I thought this was just going to be an eclipse, but no, I think it's like a meteor or something. Suddenly, a voice that only you could hear rang in your ears. It is Gaia. She has finally decided to make her move. Lady Lucifer, a wicked being jealous of the evolution of life on this planet that plans to interfere and rule over it. I name her Jill. Devil. She calls herself Lucifer, the false god. Why would she call herself the false god? She destroyed the Venusians through environmental destruction and the Martians through nuclear warfare. Now she's come for the Lunarians and those here on this planet. Do you remember 500 million years ago when you were but a small fish? That day when all of the other kind and gentle fish changed all of a sudden. That was her doing. Now, quickly, there's a safe shrine in the mountain range to the west. Hurry! How the F does a dino know anything about nukes? Ask Van Whitman in chat. I remember that this is just what Lady Gaia is telling us. The assumption I'm making is that at no point have we understood anything. We have a brain much smaller than a walnut and do not understand language. Gaia seemed unusually nervous. Just who is this devil? What in the world is going to happen? You can no longer hear Gaia's voice. Quickly now, we must visit the shrine and cancel that action for no reason. In the battle of chicken versus chicken, only chicken can win. Yum! Am I going to the right place? That seems good. I think that looks like progress. Gonna attack something just so I can make sure my health is in its best possible state. Okay, I don't even know what was my healing thing there, whatever. You see an object glowing with a mysterious light in the center of something. The center of whatever it is you just found. Gathered around the glowing objects are creatures with broken bodies. They don't look very broken, but okay, if you say so. Power flows through your body as you approach the light. It turns you back into not a slime, but for some reason that didn't prevent you from a slime being a bad end. You felt a small shock in your mind, which eventually became words. It's time to evolve. You Barcaria. 1.5 meters in length, carnivore walked slowly on four legs, but got up on its hind legs to run. Had many sharp teeth, and its forelegs were adapted to catching prey. Ancestor of the Tyrannosaurus, which is a family, not a specific animal, or a genus. Air inhabited Triassic. A small, safe shrine has been... Oh, wait. A small, safe shrine has been prepared up ahead. Is this Gaia? Now, quickly! Nemesis, sent by the devil, draws nigh! Hurry! Everyone's frightened. Just calm down and we'll be fine. The slime's changing color? I don't know if that's intended or not. Can I not talk to you? I guess not. Okay. Was at the Natural History Museum today, so this is a very thematic stream, says Mass Dragon. Yeah, because this has a lot to do with natural evolution. Okay, I guess they really are. They're just wandering around. They're just, like, here to be safe. And to... No! To RPG problems me! No! 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 RPG problems, why? No! Don't RPG problems me! I really thought this was going to be an RPG that didn't give me RPG problems, but, nope. This is the worst. Yes, the exhibit about sucking genes straight from the marrow was rather fascinating, says Fast Dragon. Exactly. I guess the slimes just change color. That's just what they do. They just change colors sometimes. Fine. Oh my god! Wow, did they do this intentionally? What we want is for the player to get frustrated trying to get up to the next area by characters he can't even talk to. Do I have to, like, press a different button to talk to them? No. Welcome to Phallus Rock. I mean, the lack of music is a little bit dramatic, I guess. Oh, stop it! Yes, this whole area is very dramatic, and I'm experiencing drama even as we speak. Even you two won't talk. Now go! The devil's schemes are revealed! Darkness pierced the heavens. Nemesis approached the northern hemisphere, and darkness assaulted the earth. A majority of the animal and plant life on the northern hemisphere was annihilated by Nemesis's darkness. Yeesh! However, the lucky few survivors began their migration to the southern hemisphere, including you. But not everything brought on by this catastrophe was bad. Those of you that survived the darkness of Nemesis gained a great boost of confidence in evolution. That's how evolution works. Plant life moved from gymnosperms to flowering angiosperms. Smaller reptiles evolved into larger reptiles, dinosaurs becoming much stronger and sturdier. Turns out PC 98 was the age rating, says Glad in chat. A dizzying number of years passed. It's just millions. It's just millions. You've had millions of years pass multiple times. The Earth had once again become a planet of abundant life. The devil had failed for now. Terrible lizard era, the coming devastation. Terrible lizard is what dinosaur means. And now it looks a lot less like like the modern world. No, it's just that we moved to the southern hemisphere, so we're in South America, and that's Africa over there. Okay, I see. I didn't realize that in the Triassic period, it already pretty much looked exactly like Earth. So I guess that was the Permian-Triassic extinction event. That was the idea. The timing is a little bit hard to pin down. Moss Chops attacks. Your attack. Okay, I can defeat this thing. What happened to Brazil? Asked Speclad. You know, the Nemesis took a bite out of it. These things happen. Chirp, 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 chirp. Boy, it's gonna take even more EVO juice to evolve in this time period. Chirp, 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 chirp. Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like the nature of this game, Van Whitman, is that every stream is a grind stream. They do, you know, the grinding is fairly well sort of sprinkled through the game rather than having to do the, like, oh, well, I'm going to spend half an hour grinding now thing, so that's something. You will evolve into Erythrosaurus. 4.5 meters in length, carnivore, had a large head and a stocky body and walked with heavy footsteps. Though it had strong jaws, it wasn't agile, which made hunting hard. It sucked. It was just not a very good animal. I rate this animal garbage out of 10. Parasaurolophus, 10 meters in length. There's a big one. Herbivore, a species of hadrosaurid that lived in groups in swamplands. The crest on the back of its head has no known purpose yet. Late Cretaceous. We just jumped an era and a half. Whatever. These things happen. Oh my god, the walk cycle on this doofus. This is the Barney the dinosaur version of this particular animal.
Hey man, you been working out? This is the air of strength, man.
Okay. Ow.
What do you want? This is my place in the sun, no one else's. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Why, I taste horrible!
Okay, you're afraid that I'm gonna eat you. You won't eat me, lying! I'll eat you.
Go to the other side of the waterfall if you're looking for someone to talk to.
I'm looking for someone to eat.
Well, you look pretty strong, but you're nothing compared to me. Look, such bravery. I just fell to my death. Ouch, damn it, I broke my leg.
Oh, you're definitely dead now. That's, with humans with eusocial behavior, breaking your leg is survivable. For these animals, you are now deceased.
Hey man, the elder's gonna talk your ear off if you go over there.
It's always the same old stories. Hey, don't say mean things about my grap! You're such a grampus point.
I don't like that phrase. Can we never use that phrase again?
Hey, traveler, where are you from? If you've got some time, go talk to my gramps.
I get the feeling we're going to be talking to his grandfather. Okay, Elder.
Traveler, stay a while and listen. Far to the west, there's a cave where it's said a monster that fell from the heavens lives. None have ever come back from there. It's quite terrifying.
Okay, I'll go there.
Don't get any foolish ideas about going to that place. Now to change the subject, kids these days have no manners. I try to tell these kids useful things, but they just say I'm an old fart who won't shut up. Won't shut up? Me? You must be joking. Kids make fun of us old folks calling our way of thinking old-fashioned, but when they're confronted with a differing opinion, they get mad. I just don't understand young folks. The elder continued to talk for a while. He really did talk your ear off. Your ears fell off. You no longer have ears.
You lost 106 HP. Outstanding.
Oh, you want to go already? I see. Well, in any case, don't go to the monster's cave.
Okay, go to the cave to the west. Got it. Understood.
You leaving already? Come see my gramps again sometime.
How about no? Imagine if you died to that speculated chat. If your health was that low, it could kill you. Ah, I see. It's just a quick exit, essentially. Bye. Thanks for telling me where to go next. Dawn attacks. It's a mouse. It's like an actual straight up mouse. That is a mouse, is what that is. It squeaked like a mouse, too. I think I'd better live. Living would be good. Let's continue to live. Let's even continue to live. I'm sort of right on the edge here. It's not ideal.
More kill. Must kill.
Another mouse! The mouse, really kind of effed me up last time. I don't know if, try to think, because, like, the mammals of this time were very small. That's how they're usually described. Maybe they were mousy. Maybe they were mousy. Maybe they were mousy animals in this time period. I can believe it. Stop holding still.
Kill. More kill.
That cave that's now north of me was kind of west of where I started. I hope that's not where I was supposed to be going this whole time. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Okay, ow.
The mouse.
The mouse. Not the mouse.
Yes, more kill.
This guy, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Also, its head is glued to its fin thing, so it can't actually turn its head forwards, which is really unfortunate. But, you know, that's what happens when you just design the animals yourself, because you're stupid. Apparently it has a blue fin. Thought it might be orange, judging by the, you know, sprite in the lower right, but no, it's blue. It's blorange. I don't know. An earthquake! It's huge! The animals aren't all real, says Van Whitman in chat. Yeah, it's frickin' annoying. It's the stupidest shit in the world. This is where I was. It wanted me to go west of there. I sort of got lost over there. Is there something this west? This feels west. But this is also where I came from, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't remember this shit. Pro-Cosmogothus A, but the peak here Cosmogothus have watched over the forest for generations. Wait, are you? No, it can't be.
I am the one foretold in prophecy.
Welcome to the tranquil forest. My tribe has lived in and watched over the forest for countless long years, and a few short years too. We have no wish to fight with anyone, and that extends to you too.
But we will if we have to.
The view of the forest and cliff here is the best.
Great. Yeah, it's a pretty good view. Can't disagree with that. Oh, shut up.
This is in the shape of a man. Wait, this is the sacred lookout. Only those who truly love the forest may go up.
Enough, child.
I'm not sure why, but when I look at you, I'm filled with nostalgia. You have a deep connection to the forest, and all of us here. No, don't say a thing, I can tell.
Gramps, what do you mean?
Feel free to take a good look at this great forest that you saved in a previous lifetime. I can speak to the forest. It says, shut up. It said, in the distant future there will be a creature on 2 legs that will once again threaten the forests. However, I'm on 2 legs, however another with courage shall appear to save the forests. Captain Planet, what does it mean? One thing I can say is that there is one watching over us at this very moment who knows the answer to that question.
Wow, you want to hammer it home enough?
There's one of those ugly human bastards playing this video game right now.
Gramps.
The forest says that it has something for you. It has waited to give its gratitude to the hero who saved the forest millions of years ago. Go somewhere with a better view of the forest. There's a young one here that likes gazing at the forest. Ask them where to go.
I was already there.
According to legend, this forest was saved by a lone hero long ago. Are you a descendant of that hero?
No, I'm not capable of actual procreation. I just evolved through magic, so I'm the same hero. This is like, look at the walk cycle. Is he hopping? Gimme magic.
A gentle breeze blew. It smells of the forest. Suddenly, the heart of the forest flowed into you.
You receive 154 E.V.O genes. That's 1 pound 54.
Thank you.
You're welcome, forest. Bye.
We had a good conversation.
More kill. Always more kill. Well, that was not what I was expecting. That was not what I was expecting, and did not feel like progress, to be honest. I think this is where I loaded into this area? I don't remember where I loaded into this area. Friggin' awesome music, as always. That's the cave to the west. That's the cave. Okay. A brosaurus. Ow. I've defeated the brosaurus. Don't die from the thunderstorm. I'll bet I'm supposed to go via the water, but as always, I have forgotten that I can. Ah, yes, I'm an imbecile. Okay, barely survived that excursion, but barely survived is not dead. I mean, thanks for the spare E.V.O genes, I guess. Kill. More kill. A Cephalosaurus primarily lived in the rocky areas of mountainous regions. Had hard foreheads, plural, that they fought with to determine mating rights. Era inhabited early to late Cretaceous. We are just jumping through evolutionary history. Leaping! At least this is a real freaking animal. Okay, I see. Mating rights is what they call human rights in Australia, says Speclad. What? The Elder said you can go in? Sure. Yeah, the Elder definitely didn't say under no circumstances go in. That's weird. I'm apparently just a big fat liar. Okay. So this is the alien sewage treatment plant, I suppose. Oh, I can walk through that. I see that. Okay, I understand what that is now.
Yo, you tricked your way past the guard? I heard there's treasure here, so I'm looking for it.
Well, that's treasure. There's a casket here. That's a kind of treasure. Compsognathus B. Watch over the traps coming out of the ground. You mean the ones I just walked over? A little bit late. Oh god, it's slowing down. Golem, it. I like golems.
You looking for treasure too? Give up. There's a monster called Golem blocking the way so he can't get through.
I like golems.
More kill.
Wow, those traps sure are complicated. Oh, there's a golem. I see a golem. Found it. Well, I haven't gotten to it yet since there's an infinite walk there first. Oh, the game is really struggling. The game is really struggling here. This is too much reality for this video game. I don't even care. Just gonna, just whatever. I'll just tank the damage. I found evolution goo. 420 Blaze It evolution goo points.
Kill, kill, kill.
Acrocanthosaurus. 12 meters in length, carnivore, bipedal with strong teeth and claws and just a tongue for days. Just tongue for days. Supposedly ate primarily rotten meat and corpses. Early to late Cretaceous. Boy, these things sure are the worst. They're like little goo monsters. They make me uncomfortable with their goo monstrousness. I was paying wildly inadequate attention there. This is much more recent than the last time I saved, so I'm gonna go with this. I'll live with it. I see another evolution goo over there. Acrocanthosaurus enchanted blaze, says Edric in chat. Don't pull a dead. I pulled a dead.
Game over, yeah!
And technically, the save is slightly more recent than this. The thing is, I'm just being impatient. Like, it does give opportunities to pass safely. I'm just impatient. Oh, God. Just take it. Just take it. It'll be great. I forgot where that old game over, yeah, came from, says Van Whitman in chat. It was an interesting game, right? I don't remember. Never mind. I thought I remembered for a second, but because I thought it was the same as the trophy that has 3 handles. But I don't think it is that same game, actually. Let's just quickly get our health up before talking to a golem. Who are you? Do you wish for death? You hyphen different. I am Golem. I defend Lunarian grave. I defend hyphen Lunarian signal. You hyphen friend of Lunarian. One day you hyphen take vengeance on Lucifer. One day you take vengeance on Lucifer is just a fantastic phrase. I waited hyphen something, someone, oh my God, someone like you to come. My mission hyphen over. I now hyphen go to my master. I hyphen happy. Shutting down. A message started playing when you approached. So this is like a callback to the, I think that this is like a callback to the Voyager placard that they have, like the human here, Lunarian form, and they have like, here's how to find our planet to conquer it. 5943 of Moon Reckoning. Here will be recorded the history of the peoples of the moon. Fun fact, Koichi Sugiyama also composed a PC-88 game known as Jesus. What? That's very whatever that is, AirTrey. Long ago, one named Lucifer came from the heavens, and she gave to our ancestors the gift of wisdom. Under Lucifer's direction, we valued wisdom, and our civilization developed in the pursuit of happiness. However, that civilization turned evil after a time, which began to gnaw at our planet like a worm. We were too overwhelmed by our new culture to stop the coming destruction. Yeah, feel familiar to anybody? It's really laying it on pretty thick. Then we realized Lucifer's teaching weren't leading us to salvation, but to our own destruction. We abandoned the moon and fled into space. Some went to planets in our solar system, others to the deep reaches of our galaxy. And we few came here to our sister planet. To our scattered brethren, there is a future for us on this planet. Should you receive this signal and come to this planet to start anew, don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Lastly, we leave a message for the organisms that will one day come to be the predominant life on this planet. Intelligence is a double-edged sword. Knowledge on one edge, destruction on the other. The message continues to repeat itself, like a signal calling out to distant comrades, which is what it is. That was dramatic. I'm glad they left their space pacifier to tell us that. Oh, I came out on the other side. Okay. Don't be intelligent, yo. Chat. That's the lesson I learned. Smart is bad. I mean, I have been trying to evolve to become a dumb shit, so it's all true, Van Whippen. I've been choosing the right path. Intelligence bad. Found a rock. Just walk up this wall. It's totally fine. By the way, I just want to point out in the bottom right-hand corner right over here, Just like little bit of some kind of weird nonsense happening. I just want everybody to notice it, that's all. I just want everybody to be distracted by it. Pteranodon female. My, you're going to climb the mountain without wings? Sounds tough. Good luck. I'm doing it.
Going to hear the Elder's prophecies too?
Hey, where are you headed?
Must be the diagnostic light, suggests Speculating.
If you're heading to the Elders on the peak, tell him I said hi.
Okay, I'll tell him Pteranodon A said hi. Or Pteranodon, rather.
And just who are you? Well, it doesn't really matter. Not to someone like me with little time remaining, but a goofy grin on my face. The Elder Pteranodon was on death's door at this very moment. I have a request. Could you listen to an old not bird, and in fact not even an ancestor of birds' final words? I've foreseen our planets disappearing in the blink of an eye.
Pelican, suggests Speculating in chat.
And yet, no one will lend an ear to the prophecy of an old bird who isn't a bird. My request is that...
In fact, I'm a sauropod, so I'm much more closely related to the birds than you are.
My request is that you go to the southern continent and tell
The only named character in the entire game, Taran,
of this prophecy. He is training there. Taran would believe my prophecy and tell everyone else. Please, he'll have no reason to believe you, but he'll believe you if you say you heard it from me. The old Pteranodon quietly drew his last breath.
and vanished because this is an RPG.
So he passed away. Our elder's prophecies were a bit over the top, so I didn't really listen to him. But now I feel like I should have believed him.
Eat the pteranodon, gain E.V.O points, suggests Van Whip, but I think my current animal might be a herbivore. I don't recall. It doesn't look very herbivory. In fact, I think, were sauropods never herbivores? I don't remember. Carnivore. Big teeth and claws and tongue. Hi, the elder? Oh, I see. I killed him. I'll make that claim. I mean, I did. His corpse is gone. I must have eaten it. Just hovering in place. That pteranodon is just sort of hovering there. It says you ate dead meat. Perfect, says Beckline. Good point. Yeah, I should have waited for him to rot a bit longer. The elder, finally. Only Taran could succeed the elder. And he's on the southern continent. So what's this entire other path here that doesn't seem to be the correct path? Okay. This game is weird. Evolution but prophecies. Like, it's kind of saying, hey, guided evolution, and the guy who made this game also made a Jesus game. Makes you wonder, says Ben Whip in the chat. I mean, I feel like this game has as much to do with evolution as the movie Evolution. It's just a thematic element, really. Remember at the beginning where it said, like, any similarity to actual evolution is just a coincidence? Yeah, that. Chirp, 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 chirp. Apparently we're just going from cave to cave. That's what this game is now. Skullosaurus, you're not from here. This is our secret spot. But I guess you can come in if you don't get violent. I mean, I am a murder bot, but whatever. No, I eat I eat carcasses, so I'm not a murder bot. It's fine.
Hey, you heard of the Lucifer Tyranno living on the southern continent?
Lucifer Tyranno. That's a scary bit of foreshadowing there.
I heard the Lucifer Tyranno used to be a weakling a long time ago, but one day he signed a contract with a god called Lucifer who made him stronger.
I can foresee no reason why signing a contract with Lucifer would be a bad idea.
A friend of a friend, there was a guy that signed a contract and got super strong.
Yep, sounds great to me. There was a guy named Taran that came by and talked about a Lucifer Tyranno. Okay, I thought he was going to say Tehran is the Lucifer Tyranno. And he said, I'm going to do something for him. Then he headed off south. Ah. A Gaia, that's a lot. That's a lot of the evolution goo. Plot twist, the contract is a gym membership, says Speculating in chat. I mean, that's much worse. That's horrible. Poor guy. Oh! I'm going to become a Tyrannosaurus! Tyrannosaurus, 15 centimeters in length, carnivore. The greatest carnivorous dinosaur in history, with its long, sharp, knife-like teeth and its sharp claws on its hind legs. Who cares that Tyrannosaurus is a genus, not a species? Air inhabited late Cretaceous. All the walk cycles are incredible. It's not a T-Rex, though. It's just a regular T, says Speculat. I mean, exactly. That's precisely what I'm saying. Tyrannosaurus is a genus, not a species. Well, off to the southern continent, question mark. This seems fine. Chirp, chirp, chirp. A volcano! What? Okay, I guess this was not... Alright, okay, there's something to the south. That's probably a thing, maybe. T-Rexes can't see what's not moving, suggests Spongy in chat, which may or may not be true, and judging by the fact that it's in Jurassic Park is almost certainly false. Okay, so that's not a path. Okay, how about east? Always into the east. No, I can't go east. Okay.